Hello and welcome, or welcome back. As the case may be, you guys are all awesome. I'm Hambbage. I'm delighted you're here. Thanks for stopping by. And for savvy viewers, you may recognize this is the exact same screen that we just departed from. It's because I hardly took a break at all. We're going to record two back to back, and they will upload through the afternoon here on a Sunday. So. Buckle your seatbelts, get comfy. We've got more action coming your way. And along with some of the other stuff we talked about doing in this episode, we're also going to try to boost our stocks of future Dragonfight supplies. So, thinking, didn't I put this wheat and these seeds. Picked up some extra torches because we didn't put torches back on the portal thing. Got all the tools we need. Okay, let's go. I just want to make sure you guys have a good view here. Let's come back to the farm. So, yeah, for anybody that's interested or didn't catch the end of the last one, we're going to do another dragon fight in this episode. When we do, before we do, we're going to wrap up a few things here around the base. For one thing, I'd wanted to clean up this area, which is what we used for loading up our animals for our ballistic. Animals and a snowman. And we're going to do a bit of animal processing, harvest a few crops. We had done wheat and potato, or beets. You can see that they're low, and we'd already done the pumpkins and melons once. So at some point we'll be doing the corn and potatoes, and we'll do another pass on the beets and melons when all is said and done. Depending on how all our timing works out on those, this time this doesn't matter too much. We will maybe get over and trade some of those. The nice thing about having all the chests at the end of our field is we don't have to be obligated to do that, and maybe that's a good breakout from future dragon fights as well, since we're going to be doing a lot of those up until the 118 release in 2 days. Exciting news. That we can dump all the produce in those chests and not be forced to. I mean, we could put it in a shulker too. Ultimately, that's how we'd move it over. But it's kind of nice just to have a big supply. So, no fuss, no muss, no rush. Now we'll drop off everything we just gathered up. We got a lot of glass here, but we have some extra. We can put these torches away now. These guys come down here. It's not probably the best place or sort on them, but we'll figure it out. These things are all going to get dealt with later. All right, back to business. Let's feed and harvest the cows now. That way additional steaks can be cooking while we do all the potatoes, carrots, melons, and pumpkins. And then we should have lots of food and be ready to go. We'll take a look at restocking our potions in our inventory and go do another fight. See how the next one goes. So now the cows, anything need repair? Not much. But with the cows, we want to keep that crop. The chickens, they're still overwhelming, but I wouldn't particularly care if they were. Cows, on the other hand, for the ongoing supply of steaks, that's why I wanted to feed them one more time. Get as many young loaded up here before we much more satisfactory than the chickens. Next. Oh, that was a mistake. At least I'm cleaning up from those. There's 2 in a row that weren't criticals, but you're there on the double tap. Much quicker process than the chickens. Alright, how we doing? Handful left. I'll leave them 2 just so these cows feel well cared for. Alright, there we go. That piece done. Stock away the extra wheat. We're not going to do anything with chickens for now. Should we? I really want to reduce this. So now there's fewer eggs, fewer chickens, all that good stuff. Get up a new little flock of hens, chicks, and then just clear out all the rest of these. And I'm not even going to toss what eggs there are unless we need the inventory space to pick up any feathers or chicken. Even the chicken is marginally less important than the eggs now, I think. But we'll store all the eggs, and that way, if we need more feathers or anything and need to boost the flock back up again, we can just have a egg toss. I still do egg tosses. Anybody been involved in one of those? I remember doing one once upon a time. Kind of out at a lake we used to boat at for some holiday. I'd say 4th of July, but I don't know that it was that or whatever. But they were kind of having this like fun fair out at this lake that you'd boat out to, and everybody grilled and everything. And, it was the only place where I've ever done an egg toss, and there was a big field out there that you could go play in, and so they had everybody do they'll line up across, and you started at like 4 feet or so, gentle toss of an egg, and then everybody had to take steps backwards. And at first they do lots of steps, or a few steps, right? Like you take one step, so everybody stays pretty close, and the younger kids and people who aren't particularly adept are quick to break their eggs, and you're told to underhand lob it so that generally if it breaks, it's going to fall short and not get you all covered in egg. But it was one of those, everybody was dressed casually anyway. It was no big deal if you got a little egg on you. Okay, whatever. And there's a big lake. You go jump in and rinse off. But all right, we had a partial stack. Let's put that as a partial stack. And let's cook 2. Did I grab the feathers? Let's do that. Those downstairs. Alright. We still have the fields bit, but from an animal perspective, I think we're set for a while now. So we're going to do 2 cooked stacks. We should have one that's done now in the oven, because baked steaks are where it's at. There's that. Load up that. If we time this right, we could maybe still get that piece of ancient debris cooked. All right, into our goody goods box goes a full stack of steaks. That's nice to have. And we've still got that partial on our ill. And then into here goes a partial stack of steaks to have in reserve. Why not? Do that actually. This to there. All right. Crops are still a deal I'd like to get to. But for now, we're going to go put these feathers away, slime balls away. Feathers? What are we doing with feathers? Well, let's just put them all in here. Right, they're all going to Franny. I didn't realize we'd put these. We were looking around for those for a long time. Slime balls. All right, we need 2 stacks. Let's do a 3rd to be ready. Unless I have I stashed eyes? No. And then glass, but we're not worried about that yet because we may actually need to go run for blaze powder? Is that possible? I can't remember how we left ourselves. Got a good amount. This should be... Well, I guess that doesn't give us our reserve. But it will allow us to make all of those, which is fine. At some point, we need to go get lots of blaze rods just to have them ready. But it's going to take us a good part of the way to completion. Should be plenty of our Dragon Island. And you can keep respawning the dragon and fighting it over and over and over and over and over again as much as you want to. However, it will stop building new portals once all the portals have been unlocked. So once that's done, it's kind of like, okay, I've done this a lot of times. Do I need to do more? Or is it set? I'm assuming we're kind of in the middle of the night. Yep, there's our clock to tell us that. So while we've got this time, I'm going to come upstairs. I'm going to grab... We may grab all the chests, but I want to grab this glass. Take it back down. Let's go ahead and pick these up. Stone, and we can make the stone steps. So we're going to grab shulkers and load those up, and we're going to look at slow fall potions too. So, like I said, little tidying, little prep. Just keep everything moving. And we are 17 minutes in, so we're doing really well. I think we'll probably leave this one just to a single dragon, though. I mean, unless it just goes amazingly fast. No, not yet. Let's do the potions. Now, this was really low. And I thought we had more. So what regens... Yeah, we need to do some brewing. So, boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. Boom, boom, boom. There's our wort. Ooh, we may have to turn that field for the first time ever. Awkwards. Oh, we need blaze powder there. We are really going to need more. Blazes. Alright, grab that. And... I don't want to do all these. Okay, let's try to do strengths first. We have none of those, and I don't remember if it's... Okay, it's not powder, so we can do that. And this is going to ensure that we only have a single dragon fight in this episode, just because we need to churn a bunch of potions to have those ready to go. plenty of work to keep us in business. That away. These are strengths. Everything wants to go long. Long is redstone. Strong is glowstone. And we aren't going to care about splashing these because don't really want to accidentally give our buddies a chance. Finally, let's get you out of the way, Skippy. Okay, goodies are now set. Animal we're done with. That's the other potion box. Tools we still want out, but weapons I think we're good with, right? Gets us a little more space back in the inventory. These should be good. Okay, 8-minute strengths. Boom, 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 boom. Nope. And boom, 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 boom. This can go away. These can go away just to try to get us a little more space. Awkward. Strength. 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 Here. These all get redstoned. And I should probably do a 2-to-1. So let's do these back into here. Now we need... That. That. And there. These are all strengths. These start our membranes. Let's do a couple of those because I'm going to toss the blaze powder now. Okay, now 3 more to go in there. I think we just had that. So that's full. Now, I think I may have done one too many. Okay, these are slow falls. Did I just do the redstone? I think I did, right? They're a minute and a half up to 4. Hopefully. It's on these. Boom, boom, boom. And yeah, that was a 4 too, so we're still on pace there, and that's why 2 to 1 makes a lot of sense. Not to mention the we'll restart this then. Awkward. Slow. 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 Let's run for redstone. Now these should be fully done. Oh, you're coming. Where are you? I can't even see you. Get out of my brewing kitchen. You're throwing off my timing. Redstone and redstone. We'll let that other one set while we go dump off all these. This will just make more slimes when I come, I'm sure, but nice to be done with it. So we want to at least get the chest filled up and then probably have some extras. It's a little bit of a grind. Slow falling force, so that's all we need there. And 1. Huh? Did I do that was almost an oops. Awkward membrane. Come on. Oh, we can go load this. Go. Awkward. Awkward. Slow. We'll keep enough for the next fight in here. Slow. Slow. Whoa. And slow falling 4. Okay. Now we will keep 4 of those. Take 2 of those for our next fight. End crystals can just hang out. I guess we'll do 1 overflow water bottle. Swap these. Let's go check on our steaks. We wanted to finish those up. And this time we'll maybe take and leave a shulker box of again, not all that needed, but still there. So now we are suddenly back to very good on food. We've got one in the goodie box plus a couple here. We have apples and we have a pick to place there. We've got our crystals to start the whole thing. The tools were for the fields. How are we doing on time? 31. Get. It's not nighttime. What is our day-night cycle? If it's late in the day, we're just going to go. No, it's early. Okay, so not over full. We'll do it later. Let's go fight. Let's go fight. The brewing took up that crop time that I would have had. Which is fine. That's perfectly valid. And in the next one, without having to brew again for a while. Whoa. We'll have a great opportunity to get those fields knocked out and then go over and hang out for part of an episode with villager traders and seriously try to get that Power 5 book. Let's sip of water here. So nothing super special to be aware of, although let's take a look here and see where this guy ended up. And is that the center one? No, I don't think so. I think that's our center point. So kind of maybe an opposite corner? I don't know. Also, oh shoot. Dang it. I was thinking about comparing the heights to see if that's all still consistent, but deal with that later. For now, we want to set this up. If here's one thing for the comments, if you guys are watching, let me know. We do have hostile mobs turned down a little bit, and I think it helped from a dragon volume perspective, but let me know if you're getting blown out by those or anything. One more. Whoa! Oh! I didn't know that was a thing. I mean, I should have, I guess. End crystals do blow up, but yeah, that was an unpleasant surprise. Didn't give me the hot start I'd hoped for. Oh, that was terrible. Oh, could have been so good. Get out of my way, dude. What is that? Good. We're really too close to be effective. It's one of the few things Minecraft does a decent job of physics-wise, I think, is, if you're tight up on a tower, your arrow shots actually get... Come on. Alright. We still got a bunch to do, but I think now is the time. He seems to be reacting to us a bit more now. So we shall get our defense against getting tossed up in the air active. See, now I saw his health go down. I didn't see the explosion, but I think we got that tower. Didn't get that one. Oh. Oh. Trade. Missing a chance to... Now, was that the one we already got? One of these was still healing him. Her. What do you got? Show me your towers. Oh, yeah, the big chained in one. Alright, well, there's a little bit more damage to him, too. Go, and now we'll use the pillar break to get that one. Oh. Really thought we'd gotten everything over on this side, but... Oh, come on. There it is. Alright. Now, I think that's everybody. Oh, we never put out these flames either. In the process of getting blown up. They use that. Yep. This is the stupidest part, and I absolutely hate that the game tends to use it so often, but you're looking up at the dragon's feet trying to get hits on it while you prepare to give him damage, and then he kicks you up in the air, and okay, that's fine. That's his payback for you getting all those shots. Stop it! I'm not looking at you guys. Oh no! Where'd it go now? Where's my sword? Sword? Shoot. Oh, this is bad. Anybody see a sword? I don't think it's likely to despawn, but I don't know when I lost it. I was so mad at the Enderman. We'd come up here, we were shooting, we'd been over here. Oh, no, 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 no. Where is my sword, guys? This is like like that raid, but 10 times worse. Everything was over here. We got... It didn't move out of my toolbar but to a different spot or anything, did it? Ah, get out of there. Is it under here somewhere? Oh no. Let's do this. Oh, that didn't do it. What? What? Where could I possibly hit Q to drop that I haven't just been? Oh, this is awful. He already is... Oh, dumb. Okay. Does anybody see a sword? Anywhere? Is there a sword in here? Did it grab it back? I know we had it when we were swinging at the fire. Came over, hit his feet. He popped us up in the air. We went back that way. We dropped and landed. And then the Endermen were on us. And I'm pretty sure the one that we killed down here, I had the sword for. And I talked about how, oh, that's kind of lame. You're not looking at any Enderman. You get popped up in the air, and all of a sudden you're paying the price through Enderman for just taking it to the Ender Dragon. Guys, I don't know. Hopefully we get lucky and find it. What? We're gonna check the tape. Where did that come from? You guys back up. Tell me what I'm missing there. Okay, we need another slow fall on the toolbar. We have 2.5 minutes after that nice little interlude. Stupid dragon. Making my sword go away. And Enderman, don't think I don't see you there. You're not helping things at all. One more. Oh, that's bad. Okay. Make sure we're coming back into the island. And see that I'm okay with. You know, that's the dragon's big time attack. You got to be ready for it, and it can punish you for not tracking your potions and their duration. Speaking of which, he's just way too high up for me to really effectively hit right now. Oh. Let's use the chance to get food. Wow. I thought he was, she was settling into the landing spiral, but guess not. There we go. Okay. Under halfway. Before we get too carried away. Stop. 8 minutes of safe time left for this fight. But we've got the towers. We've recovered our sword. An unexpected challenge. And, yeah. That's good, getting multiple shots in on the way down. Yeah, that one, I know it's still pretty loud. I kind of feel that when... Oh. I don't know. A hitbox spinning back and forth, something like that. Okay, there's our next one, and that's a good spot because it's kind of equidistant from the ones that have already spread out. So at some point here, probably tomorrow, we'll do a build out. We may not actually. I don't know. We'll see how many of these fights we go. We've got enough for 8 more. Pretty quick in its steady succession. I want to go this way to go home. But yeah, let's see. Where are we at time-wise? Yeah, 47. We'll just make it back with a more reasonable amount of time. Get all this XP we'd been missing. This time we had slept at home. So no extra running around. Did I not pick up the potion box? That's kind of bad. That seemed like about the right balance of potions. You want to have enough so that was a prime example. If something goes wrong, if the game gets weird, or if I had dropped it and just couldn't see it until I picked it up, whatever the case, if you find yourself without a sword, how are you going to get through that, right? Like what? Oh, that wasn't the right deal. You got to have something, and the plan would have been, the reason why I broke that obsidian, which may have been what made it show up. I don't know. I tried dropping the potion, remember, picking it back up. Sometimes that seems to jog the visibility of some of those things that haven't really truly gone out of the game, but aren't readily apparent. But I don't know. It was weird. So anyway, my plan had been to break the obsidian, move back into that tower a little bit, set the ender chest, grab out the weapon box, and switch to my smite sword. It would have been less effective on the dragon. The dragon is not undead, so you don't get the benefit, and it would have, in that sense, been worse than the sharpness sword. But it would have at least given us something. Otherwise we're left swinging a pick. So be aware of that can always happen, and have those spares ready to go if you can. But enough about that. Let's drop these. Yeah, we'll go downstairs anyway. I want to see if I can do some of this field with the little bit of time we got left. Glass bottles. What was I doing with the dragon's breath? Here. Okay. A few more pearls. Alright, we'll leave those slimes to do their slimy thing. And we have gotten up to level 49 just through the dragon fights and the various harvesting stuff that we had. I didn't really look through the cows at the beginning of this episode. Not a big deal. Have plenty of time. We'll do the melons and pumpkins again to get a bonus here. Silk. And not quite fully done, but this will give them a chance to repopulate a bit, because I don't think we're going to get both pumpkins and potatoes and carrots done before the end of the next episode, or before the end of this episode. So we'll have to continue those on. I like our azalea tree out there. It's got kind of a weird twist to it, but haven't really been around here to hang out and kind of enjoy that. Okay, more pumpkins, more melons. It's a good haul. See how close we were on there to full 128. That's the magic number of 2 stacks. So that's the gap we still had by using the fortune axe. All right, time check. I just want to keep a close eye on these. Maybe we will get done. Get back. Every time I go into OBS to check the time, I then want to use like escape to get back into the gameplay. Doesn't work very well. I'm telling you now. I think I'm just going to juggle these. It's going to be frustrating and annoying to not have as full of an inventory as we could. But, we'll deal. Get chests right behind us. Oh, that's annoying too. And of course I have apples, not steaks. So yeah, this could be a big help. I guess depending, I don't think we'd stay more than a trading day. You know, if we can time it up right, we'll do like a sleep and head over directly to the outpost, trade through that full day, and then come back to do the dragon fight. And if we can do that twice, that whole cycle twice in the episode, so much the better. We'll say that this is the carrot spot. We will say that this is the bed spot. And by not having to do these fields again, that's even better. Although it looks like our bees are helping us out more than we're ready for by loading up the wheat and beets again. And this could be just an endless cycle, but I don't want to turn this into the Minecraft all we ever do is trade game. It's very effective. Look at every single SMP that's out there, right? Everybody creates trade hubs and networks, and you know, it's I get it, but you know, you're taking the mining out of Minecraft, and some people are like, oh yeah, why are you mining? You don't need to mine all that. Well, yeah, but that's how you get out. Like, you know, we could basically be done with the game, and even more so with automation, which is why I don't push to it a lot, but we'll probably do more and more of that as we kind of shift from advancements. Maybe that'll be the A instead of adventure and advancements once we've done all the 18 stuff and finished up HCMC, hopefully. It'll be automation, building, and what was our ABC? The C was, it was like exploration and gathering, but at one point I thought I had a C to make them all kind of go together as the ABCs of Minecraft. Anyway, collecting, right? That was it. Collecting, and then I'd always say it's gathering and exploring that we're doing on the third kind of side of it. If you think of my play style as a triangle, I try to, for myself as much as for you guys, maintain a balance. I guess I can talk about that more. So when we start out and up till this point, always it's been adventure and advancements. So early on, that's spending the night out fighting mobs. It's working on the various advancements, which often lends itself to adventure, right? Fighting the ghasts, all that kind of stuff. But over time, as we have fewer and fewer advancements left to work on, and the adventure, honestly, you gotta admit, we can grind withers or we're grinding the dragons right now. All that stuff's fun, but there's a little less adventure the more you get. Now, kind of, and all these have very, very movable lines between them. Which are we doing? Well, we're exploring, but we're looking for a woodland mansion so that we can gather up totems and fight evokers and all that good stuff, right? I mean, there's always ways that you can have multiple benefits or multiple different experiences in the same. You go exploring, you fall into a cave, all of a sudden you get your up to your eyeballs in adventure because there's creepers coming at you from every which way. Maybe you have a spawner somewhere that's just pouring mobs out at you. So they all go, but that's adventure and advancements is kind of where I start with, and that's at its peak when you're first starting the game and have very little in the way of armor, weapons, all that kind of stuff, no enchanting. So that's the most adventurous time of the game. Exploration, building, barn, ugly sort of base, a little bit better underneath base, the ghast farm, or the ghast hall, the drowned farm, all those various builds that we've already done, the creeper darkroom spawner. That's the building. You want to make something of your world, and we'll be doing a lot more of that going forward, but I do want to continue to keep breaking it up. And then, of course, the collecting, which is exploring and gathering, that fits in and kind of complements the builds, right? You got to go out into the world, gather stuff up, bring it back. Now, that's going to be pure exploration here in a couple of days when we've got 18 and are just heading out into the world to be awed by the incredible new the mountains and cliffs, find some of these caves to dive into and see how huge and awesome they are. All that stuff's going to be amazing. So lots of just exploring to look around, but we're not going to completely forgo all of our area here because I really do want to build out this farm. It's been something I've been interested in doing since this summer, and this may not turn into like a massive mansion type of a base, but I'd like to have kind of a traditional farmhouse, and at some point I think that all of this here, make it sacrificed or modified so that it fits in more with that kind of an aesthetic. So yeah, that's what we got. Why don't we park here? So in the next episode, let's just go ahead and save out. and we're right over an hour. So in the next episode, we will go back through all our chests, gather up all those produce items that we got, um, head over to the villager outpost, turn those into emeralds. So we got a big stock. And depending on the amount of time in that Minecraft, we'll start trying to roll our unassigned librarian for Power 5 book. When he goes to bed, then it's off to fight the dragon, come back, and hopefully get a couple of those cycles in the next episode. For me, I want to say thank you. I really appreciate you all coming by. Definitely delighted with all the feedback. You guys are awesome. I've recorded 2 episodes pretty much back to back here this morning. Those 2 are going to load, so I'm going to take a pretty significant break here, but I may well be back for more. We're feeling a little bit of the crunch now that it's the 28th, and 118 is dropping on the 20th. So, or I'm sorry, on the 30th. So, we got a lot of dragon fights that we can be doing. At some point, we'll want to kick the path out in the Nether. But whether we do anything with that in advance or whether we just try to improve the tunneled parts of the path that we do have, that could be a big build tomorrow if I come back and do more dragon fighting today. We'll see. See how I feel after the hour or so that it takes for these to upload and get processed and all that. So you guys take care. Have a wonderful Sunday, rest of your weekend if I don't talk to you again. And stay tuned very much. I can't recommend enough. Hit that subscribe in YouTube so the new videos show up in the tab, or keep an eye out in Twitter as I will be tweeting if additional videos come out later today and through the next coming days as we catch 118 fever and go crazy. Take care. We'll see you then. Bye now.